Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us this evening.
First tonight, a tropical depression getting organized tonight in the Caribbean and will enter the Gulf by this weekend.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, pretty certain that this will develop into the next named storm, although reconnaissance aircraft did not find winds in excess of 39 miles an hour earlier this afternoon. It's still labeled as a tropical depression, but the outflow is excellent in all quadrants, indicating that there's good outflow, and looks like the only thing that will inhibit it from developing into anything too rapidly is the interaction with Nicaragua and also Honduras at this point. Some deep feeder bands already starting to feed into the system. It's kind of void of any significant thunderstorm activity right now, but we expect that to change here in the future. As of 5 o'clock, it's moving to the northwest very slowly at 7. And the pressure is at 1,005 millibars, so it's not very deep yet, but we expect this to intensify somewhat. Here's the forecast cone of uncertainty with 16 tropical depression. As it makes its way over the land area, it will be at 45 miles an hour. If it follows a little on the east side, which there's a possibility because the European and the GFS are 90 miles apart in just 24 hours. So there's a lot of uncertainty, even just within a day of this forecast. And then as it makes its way to the north and northwest, it moves through possibly right there between Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula. If it does that, there's a chance we could see this as a hurricane by that time on Friday afternoon, and then into the Gulf on Saturday. This is at 1 o'clock, Category 1 storm on 85-mile-an-hour winds, parallel with the Marco Island, basically, and a long way away from us, but still the right side is where all the moisture is, and so we'd still get some shower and thunderstorm activity with a surge possibility. This is at Sunday at 1 o'clock on into Monday morning, possibly along the west coast of Florida. But again, looks like this follows this path, and I don't think it will. It will change back and forth, I think, as a result of the uncertainty as to what's going on in the upper levels of the atmosphere with this particular system. The European, real quickly, I'll show you this, and I'll show you more later. This is showing a little shift a little bit further off to the west in this last run. However, very close to tropical storm force winds here on Sunday afternoon and evening. So more on this coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. At Port Manatee, vessels are loading up with supplies, equipment, and crews heading to Puerto Rico to help with relief efforts. Right now, the U.S. Liam J. McCall is en route carrying 10 work trucks, 2 generators, and nearly a dozen workers from Sarasota who are heading to Puerto Rico to help restore cell service. Also on board are 2 containers of relief goods to help provide the island with food, water, and daily necessities. The vessel is traveling more than 1,000 nautical miles to the island. Dr. Midralis Diaz Ramirez is one of several Suncoast residents collecting supplies to send to that island. But as a native of Puerto Rico, the devastation hits close to home.
It is very difficult in Puerto Rico. People who had wooden homes, 90% of those are gone. A lot of the roads outside the metropolitan area are blocked. Many towns are isolated with no bridges to go in.
The vessel is expected to arrive later this week. It's the first of 3 vessels planned to travel to the island.
A Sarasota County jail inmate is dead after deputies found him unresponsive in his cell. Sheriff's detectives are investigating the death of Julio Cesar Santos Rodriguez. Santos Rodriguez was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. It appears he died of a medical issue, but the official cause of death will be determined by the medical examiner's office. Santos Rodriguez has been in custody since last year for negligent manslaughter.
Frank Bybee, the former Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy currently on trial, says he will not take the stand in his defense. The decision was announced by Bybee and his attorney in court this afternoon. Bybee is charged with stealing money from and then trying to murder an elderly woman. A number of Bybee's former co-workers also took the stand today to testify that the victim, Marcia Soul, had reported that Bybee was trying to kill her. He denies those charges, and that case is expected to go to the jury by Friday at the latest.
President Trump visiting Las Vegas today, 3 days after the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. President and First Lady meeting with survivors, their families, and first responders. Meanwhile, investigators are hoping to learn more about what might have led 64-year-old Stephen Paddock to go on his shooting rampage from his girlfriend, who is now back in the United States. FBI agents are questioning Mary Lou Danley in Los Angeles today. Her sisters say she was not involved.
He sent her away so that he can plan what he's planning without interruptions.
59 people died, at least 530 were injured when Paddock unleashed a barrage of bullets into a music festival site His arsenal of weapons included shotguns, pistol, and assault rifles. One magazine clip shown in police photos is able to hold up to 100 rounds. Investigators are now looking at the possibility that Paddock may have planned to attack another music festival in Las Vegas 1 week earlier.
Well, major changes could soon be coming to Selby Botanical Gardens as the organization finalizes its new master site plan. And as ABC 7's Bobeth Yates shows us tonight, those changes will double Selby's green space.
That's right. Marie Selby Garden is set to embark on a massive campaign that will not only allow it to display more exotic plants like this one, but also protect its current collection.
We have the world's best scientifically documented collection of orchids, and right now they're in aging infrastructure on the ground in the flood zone.
Selby Botanical Gardens CEO Jennifer Romanecki says when Hurricane Irma passed through the Suncoast, their irreplaceable collection of plants were placed in harm's way. And that's not the only concern facing Selby officials.
Over the past 2 years, our visitation has grown by 36%. Our membership has grown by 29%, and we now have more than 200,000 visitors annually. We can no longer accommodate this visitation, parking them, orienting them, and so we really need to enhance our visitor amenity.
Romanecki says when their need to accommodate the growing attendance is coupled with the need to secure their collection of plants, the option to renovate became a no-brainer.
So what we would like to do is put in the proper structures we need to be a world-renowned botanical garden. We have the collections, but we don't have the proper structures in place.
The proposal calls for the removal of several buildings to add additional green space, as well as the construction of a 5-story parking garage with a rooftop restaurant. The renovations will be done in 3 phases and will take place over a 10-year period, and it will cost an estimated $67 million. But despite the hefty price tag, visitors say they support the improvement effort.
This is one of the finest gardens in the world, without a doubt. It has international reputation, and what they're going to do will make it even greater, and we're hoping that it will happen fairly soon. I'm hoping that people will step up and say, hey, let's do it.
Again,
the entire renovation process is expected to take about 10 years and will cost upwards of $67 million. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
The city of Palmetto will begin its debris cleanup starting tomorrow. During the next 3 to 4 weeks, you'll see crews working around different parts of the city from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., 7 days a week. The city says the cleanup has taken a bit longer to begin because Hurricane Harvey took a lot of their assets to Texas. They're just now receiving enough assets to begin that cleanup yesterday. The city also wants to make sure people are organizing their debris piles properly.
If people put more out after we're done, just make sure that it is storm debris and they're not just deciding to cut the trees down in their backyards because of the storm. And to make sure that any construction type debris or roofing materials or fences, furniture is placed in a separate pile than the debris.
The city of Palmetto also met with FEMA today to discuss damages in the community from Hurricane Irma.
Big job, that cleanup. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, agricultural damage caused by Irma here in Florida has now been estimated, and the number is in the billions.
And Governor Scott encouraging visitors to return to the Florida Keys.
Now you can win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just enter the word of the week at mysuncoast.com. This week's word is pink. We'll pick a winner each week. Good luck. Everyone's buzzing about Suncoast View.
I like watching the Suncoast View.
I like the Suncoast View.
The cooking segments, I love the recipes. The theater segments are terrific. They're just fun.
For smart, fun talk in the afternoon, watch Suncoast View, weekdays at 4 on ABC 7.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G-Freed Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs. Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Preliminary damage to Florida's agriculture industry by Hurricane Irma now estimated at more than $2.5 billion. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services looking at losses for each segment of agriculture. The preliminary assessments account for current crop losses and other losses such as debris cleanup, damaged infrastructure, and animals' long-term welfare affected by the storm. Florida's Agriculture Commissioner says we're likely to see even greater economic losses when accounting for loss of future production and the cost to rebuild infrastructure.
Governor Rick Scott also encouraging visitors to return to the Florida Keys. Scott held a news conference today where he was welcomed by Keys residents who sounded a salute on conch shells. The Keys officially reopened to visitors on Sunday, although leaders continue asking tourists to be sensitive to the recovery efforts in the lower Keys, an area north of Key West to the 7-mile bridge that was hit hard by that storm. Key Largo and Key West were least impacted by Irma and have more lodging and attractions open than other parts of the Keys.
Good place to visit.
Yeah.
Fun down there. Bob's up next with more on what's brewing in the tropics.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
If you have Medicare, I have 3 things you'll want to hear. There's an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana. It includes Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage, and it may save you money in so many ways. It's all in this book, and it's yours free just for calling. You'll see all the ways the plan might save you money, even on prescription drugs. In fact, last year, Humana Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan members saved an estimated $6,500 on average on their prescription costs. And you get all this coverage with an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. Even if you've looked at Humana before, you need to take another look at this plan. We'll send you the decision guide absolutely free, in a slightly smaller size, of course. Discover the all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan that could cut your costs and cover your prescriptions. Call 1-800-824-8241 or go to humanabigbook.com. The savings are too big to miss.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
For the last 18 years, Samantha's Friends has been assisting people along the Suncoast who have been challenged by catastrophic illnesses or affected by autism obtain a service canine. We need your help. Please show your support by attending our annual Celebrity Gala brunch and fundraiser. Call Sammy Lee at 941-448-8558 for more information.
The ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
So I've noticed with this windy weather we've had the past couple of days that the dead branches still up in the trees are falling.
Yeah, coming down. Yeah. They're still kind of stuck up there, but these are moving along, right?
Exactly. It's almost like it is fall, but it's not quite fall here in Florida.
No leaves, but just branches.
We are looking at the potential for more of those trees to come down too, possibly, at least branches, you know, with this system coming up from the Caribbean. It's not a definite at this point, but there's certainly there's some concern at this point. For us here along the west coast of Florida. The Van Ways, a webcam showing some showers around, eventually sliding on through pretty quickly too, moving at 25 miles an hour off toward the west, kind of pinwheeling around an area of low pressure that's located over South Florida now, just near the Florida Straits, and that does not have much of a chance to develop into a tropical cyclone, but we can still see the rotation and spin. Right there it is, a little mid-level low. It continues to bring this moisture in from the Atlantic, and it will be a little bit more intense tomorrow, I suspect. A better chance for showers and even a few thunderstorms tomorrow as the system gets closer to us here in the southwest Gulf of Mexico. You can see that line of showers extending right there through Lee County into Fort Myers, and then some heavier showers into Highlands County, that line making its way through. We have some rain occurring now near downtown Sarasota. A live sweep of the radar showing the activity not all that intense, but it is moving fast now near Siesta Key, stretching up toward Lido, and in downtown Sarasota all the way up to near 10th Street. All this pushing off to the west at 25, so it's moving pretty quickly. It's not going to stick around long, but it will bring a brief period of moderate to heavy rainfall and some gusty winds up to 25 to 30 miles an hour. This would look like almost a tropical system, but the story is there's too much shear around, but it is going to bring us plenty of moisture around Thursday, and even into Friday there'll be a chance for showers and storms. And then here comes what we think will be Nate making its way through the western Caribbean Sea. Currently at the airport we have some cloudy skies, 76 on the temperature, east and northeast wind at 15. The high today was 88 degrees and the low this morning was 74, and 2/100ths of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. It has been rather quiet so far in the month of October for rain, but that's going to change tomorrow with a good chance for showers and even a few thunderstorms. A possibility of some moderate to heavy rainfall tomorrow midday, continuing through the afternoon and evening, and those winds will stay brisk out of the east and northeast throughout the night tonight and tomorrow. Eventually those winds will begin to shift a little bit as we approach the weekend, and it looks like Nate moves through the Gulf of Mexico. There's still a lot of uncertainty though, and we'll show you that in a minute, but those winds will be picking up throughout the day on Thursday. Well, here it is, a tropical depression, meaning the winds are not quite at tropical storm force strength, but the conditions are favorable for this to develop, and the Hurricane Center is fairly certain that it will. And so am I, as the water temperatures are warm here. It will move off to the northwest at 7. There may be some interaction with Nicaragua and Honduras, and which will inhibit it from developing. If it stays over land, it'll still see a tropical storm. And then it has a chance to become a hurricane here. If it moves more over toward the Yucatan Peninsula, there's a chance it will stay as a tropical storm, but eventually getting to Category 1 I want to stress, though, that this may change depending upon the motion and movement of the storm. If it slows down, if it moves more over through the Cuba area and as well as the Yucatan Peninsula, in between those two, it'll have a chance to strengthen. Notice it's a long way off from the west coast of Florida, but then it does that bend, which will start to put a lot of the moisture into our area. On Sunday, it's expected to make landfall somewhere in the Panhandle. I want to show you a couple of graphics here real quick, if I can. We'll show you the spaghetti plots. Those are pretty much in order here, but they're off quite a bit in the first 24 hours, and then there's some change down the road as it makes its way off to the north and then northeast, anywhere from Louisiana to, again, the Panhandle of Florida. This is the Euro model on Sunday at 5:30, with the winds very close up to 40 near us. So that's the European forecast model as it makes its way toward the Panhandle. And then here's the GFS on Saturday, and right there, Saturday afternoon, it's at 4 o'clock, well to the west of the west coast of Florida, and a lot earlier, too. And then it moves toward Louisiana. So there's a lot of uncertainty. I just wanted to show you that to you. For boaters, there's certainly a problem there. Small craft advisory in effect, seas running 3 to 5 feet, and choppy conditions out there. A good chance for showers and storms tomorrow. That rain chance really increasing, and then a better chance again on Saturday and Sunday. Watching the tropics, and we could even see a slight surge on Monday. We'll be right back after this.
Tonight, President Trump visits the site of the nation's deadliest mass shooting as we uncover new details about the shooter and what may have triggered his rampage. This is Where America Turns. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
The Artist Series Concerts of Sarasota launching its 22nd season with a concert called Grand Piano 2. We visited Pritchard's Pianos, where the 5 amazing pianists sat down for a rehearsal.
ABC 7's Linda Carson gives us a taste of what you'll hear Saturday night in this week's In the Spotlight.
What a show. 5 world-class pianists playing 5 Steinway concert grand pianos.
When you have 5 pianists with incredible imaginations, you can actually make almost anything happen. So you're actually going to hear a lot of the orchestration within the midst of the piano parts.
I think first of all it is kind of a spectacle. It is a visual thing, and to see 10 hands flying around.
This is actually Piano Grand 2. Artist Series Concerts presented the first Piano Grand concert last year, and it was a sold-out sensation.
This year, features different repertoire, one different pianist, and so it's a unique experience.
Along with Holt and Spivey, the other artists are Don Brin, Andrew Lapp, and Thomas Purviance. You'll hear a great lineup of music.
The repertoire that we've chosen this year includes a tribute to Georges Bizet and his opera Carmen. I've also done an arrangement of movie themes. There are roughly 26 movie themes that are incorporated into the keyboard players that are playing. We're going to do a version of Bolero.
All those done with amazing coordination and massive sound.
That's the one thing we have to be careful of, actually, because it can be just an evening of pounding if we're not careful. So we lighten up. We're constantly encouraging, admonishing each other to play lighter. And I think if that's our emphasis, then the loud stuff happens anyway, just by itself.
It's a performance you will long remember.
What the audience takeaway would be an amazing massive sound and an amazing ensemble.
Piano Grand 2 at the Sarasota Opera House, Saturday, October 7th at 7:30 p.m. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
You could really hear those pianos.
Yeah, certainly some good music
Some good
there.
music right there. Yeah, I enjoy that. It's tough to do, play piano. I can play heart and soul. That's about it. And chopsticks. It's pretty good, though. We're looking at some pretty good weather this evening. A few showers and a few storms moving through occasionally. A little bit better chance for some more widespread rainfall tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Bob. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
We'll see you again back here at 11.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
The Venice Area Chamber of Commerce Consumer Expo is coming to the Venice Community Center October 6th and 7th from 9 to 3. There'll be free health screenings, door prizes, and products and services from 75 area businesses. You can also enter to win $100 in 5 drawings each day. Enjoy the great food court and see new boats and cars in the outdoor display. Parking and admission are free. The Venice Area Chamber Consumer Expo, sponsored in part by ABC 7.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.